Hello my friend, welcome back to my channel. I am Ishe. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, please do not make it your last by clicking the subscribe button. On this channel, I help you on your journey of intentionally becoming her. So if you want to level up, rebrand, glow up, become your best self in this year, this is definitely the place to be. So go ahead and click the subscribe button to join the friend squad. If you're a returning friend, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming back for yet another video. We are just a few days from entering the last 6 months of the year. And if you want them to be different from the first 6 months of the year, you really have to change some things up. And in this video, we're going to be focusing on your glow up journey. We're going to be talking about exactly how you're going to glow up within the next 6 months. So let's just get into it. Number 1, create your labels. So you know that woman that you want to be by the end of the year, the woman that you want to show up as by the end of the year. Describe her. After describing her, create labels from that. Describe who she is and use that description to create labels of who you are right now. For example, the woman that you want to be is healthy, right? And instead of saying she is healthy, you then label yourself as a healthy person. So take time to think about who this woman is and label yourself with the attributes that she already possesses. Are you someone who is productive? Label yourself as a productive person. Label yourself as a go-getter. Label yourself as an ambitious woman. You will find that you will always rise or fall to the level of your labels. So label yourself with intention. Number 2, develop habits that align with your new identity. So now that you've outlined who you are, right? You've embodied this person's identity, right? Now what you need to ask yourself is, since I'm this person, what do I have to do to level up to the standard of this person, right? For instance, if I'm a business owner, how do I budget? What time do I need to wake up for me to show up for my business? How am I going to handle the finances, both home and at my business? Do I need to invest in certain skills or routines? Ask yourself all this and make sure that your habits align with the person that you want to be. Friend, I have to put a disclaimer. It's not enough just to ask yourself that and to write down what happens you need to start practicing. You actually need to start practicing, okay? So if you just identify the things that you need to start doing and you don't actually do them, this whole thing will be for nothing, okay? And by the end of this 6 months that we're left with in this year, we really need to make sure that you and I are different. And by the end of December, you need to be able to pat yourself on the back, buy yourself flowers and say, well done, you really did show up for us. So put in the work. Number 3, start with a power hour routine each morning. So how you start your day is very important. It goes without saying, my friend. If you're going to start your day doom scrolling, if you're going to start your day just lying in bed, best believe that you won't have a productive day. It's very important for you to make sure that the first hour of your day is very productive. Starting your day productively can be very subjective. Probably to you it means sweeping your house and cleaning it. Probably to you it could also be reading a book, exercising, journaling, praying, whatever it is. Make sure that you do something that makes you feel very productive. Do something that really sets the tone for the rest of your day. Do something that you can really fully immerse yourself in. And you notice that the rest of the day will just be so much more easier for you simply because you started it on the right note. Friend, I know the lighting is going down and that's because I've been using daylight mostly, but please do bear with me, okay? The fourth thing that you have to implement as part of your glow up plan is schedule regular review and refine meetings. I've mentioned before how important it is for you to have review meetings with yourself, right? Where you reflect on how well you did. Every Sunday, what I need you to do is to set at least one big goal for the week, accompanied by 3 small tasks. And at the end of the week, just check in with yourself to see whether or not you did do that particular thing. Reflecting alone isn't enough. You also need to refine when needed, right? So you need to be very intentional about looking at your systems, interrogating them and seeing whether or not they are efficient enough for you to actually achieve your goals. So every Friday, ask yourself, what worked this week? What didn't work? What could I have improved? and be very intentional about being honest with yourself as you answer these questions. So whatever it is that you then pick up from there, you need to adjust accordingly, right? So if it's something that didn't work, make sure you don't repeat it. If it's something that worked, make sure you do more of that particular thing, right? Whatever worked, work on continuously doing that particular thing and also improving it. Make it better. What didn't work, friend, throw it out. Do not repeat that particular thing. You cannot keep on doing the same thing and expect different results. Number 5, implement a no 0 days mindset. We've spoken about breaking down your goals into smaller tasks, right? And with this mindset, you're committing to doing at least one meaningful thing that contributes to your goal each day. So you're saying to yourself, no day can go by without me doing something that contributes to my goal. Probably you're writing a book, right? You're saying to yourself, no day will go without me doing something that contributes to my book, even if it's big or small, right? It could be something like committing to writing at least 2 pages a day, or even when you feel like you're so overwhelmed, right? Because sometimes it's very difficult to be so rigid and still stick to exactly what you said. What you can then say is, instead of me completely wasting this day and not being able to write even a single page, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do research. Right now I can't write, but I can do research, and research can also help me in terms of this book. So you're going to look at whatever it is that you need to, build more knowledge on and research on that. So this is very important, because remember, a day is 24 whole hours. You can't waste 24 whole hours. For you to conquer the year, you need to conquer the month. For you to conquer the month, you need to conquer the week. For you to conquer the week, you need to conquer the day, right? So we cannot afford to waste any single day. The other thing is, this helps you to build consistency and keep momentum alive. Number 6, focus on high impact habits. I've spoken about high impact goals on this channel many times before, but today we're talking about high impact habits. So we said high impact goals are those goals that after you've achieved them, they make so much more impact, right? They've got a huge effect even in other areas of your life, right? Now, we're talking about high impact habits. These are habits that produce the most results towards your goals. So you need to identify at least 2 to 3 habits that produce the most results towards your goals, and you prioritize those daily. The last thing that you have to do is to limit decision-making opportunities. There are many decisions that we make daily, and some of these decisions can really just drain us, right? So where possible, limit your decision-making opportunities. What you do is, the smaller things, try not to think about them today and think about them yesterday. You'll follow me in a bit. And focus on making big decisions today that really impact your goals. So, for example, decisions that you can make yesterday and not to make them today, or make them today and instead of tomorrow, are planning your meals. So instead of you thinking today what you're going to cook, right? What you can decide to do is make sure that before you get into that day, the day before, or probably even the week before, you plan all the meals to say, on this particular day we're going to have this. Tuesday we're going to have this. Wednesday we're going to have this. So that means that when you get to Wednesday, when you get to Thursday, right, you don't have to start thinking about what you're going to cook, because that's going to slow down your execution, right? And that obviously also then affects your progress and even other areas of your life. So what you need to do is make sure that you plan in advance. If it's outfits, right? Sometimes you take too long in the morning thinking of what you're going to wear. Plan the night before. Limit your decision-making opportunities each day, so that that day, when you get into that day, all you have to think about are decisions that have impact towards your goals. What you're going to be wearing is important in terms of how you're going to show up and do the work, but it's not what is critical. That alone, being dressed cute alone, isn't going to give you the results. So what you need to do is, you need to make sure that you plan that ahead. And then when you get into the day, you're focused only on what is going to give you the results. So that's it, my friend. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do comment down below. I really love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm rooting for you, my friend. I really hope that you are implementing this. You're not just listening to me and, just being inspired only for a few minutes and then you forget about it. I really hope that you're doing something in your life to change your life, because by the end of the next 6 months, we really want to have grown up, okay? We really want to grown up. We really want to grow up, okay? So please, my friend, please do implement these things. And like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Turn on your post notification bell so that you're alerted every time I post a video. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.